Scorn does want you to have fun and wants you to endure. It's disgusting, confusing, quiet, and downright beautiful in a messed up kind of way. Inspired by the works of H.R.Giger, Scorn is a first-person horror experience. There is shooting, but that's not really the focus. There is no dialogue, no lore, and no cutscenes, except at the start and the end. Scorn is very slow, hostile, and intentionally alienating. These aren't flaws, they are design philosophy. Which means this game won't be for everyone. I'm not even sure it was for me. Why is that? Scorn's entire focus is on its visuals. The art direction is phenomenal. People who dislike the game will remember how it looks. The environments are all incredibly detailed. The world looks mechanical and skeleton-y at the same time. The world feels like it died a long time ago. It feels like you truly don't belong. The mechanical world is being overtaken by some sort of flesh. This mixes in with the dead world to create an uneasy atmosphere. The flesh will move and pulsate as you walk by. Everything looks alive, dying, or repurposed. This ties nicely into the environmental storytelling, which is kind of all you have to go on story-wise. You'll really have to look at the machinery and try to figure out what it's used for. Early on I put an alive egg into a scooper. It then killed the creature in the egg by scooping it apart. Is the scooper meant to kill the creature or is it malfunctioning? There are lots of dead bodies next to it. In the room next to the scooper there is a buzzsaw that frees the creature from the egg. My interpretation is these machines are about birth. The buzzsaw is like a C-section whilst the scooper is for abortion. I constantly felt vulnerable. Interacting with devices often cause harm. Like in order to use machines you need something on your arm. So I stuck my arm into a hole. It clamps down on the arm, my guy is trying to get it out, then it attaches a gauntlet of sorts into his flesh. Every time I use or do something I think, oh great, what's going to happen to me now? The sound design really adds to this uncomfortable feeling. Scorn is not afraid to be silent. Music is used sparingly. It rather relies on diegetic sound. Mechanics sound wet when they move. You often hear them in the distance. There is a constant droning sound. The flesh that has overtaken the area sounds squishy and clicky. It's like you could hear it infesting the place. The audio exists to make you feel alone and out of place. The visuals and audio create a brilliant atmosphere like you're walking through a painting. Which brings us to the gameplay. I thought this was going to be a walking simulator when it started, and it might be better if it was. Exploration is slow. The vast majority of the game is you walking around trying to find something to interact with. I would often miss devices my first time through areas. They blend into environments at least until you learn they're interactable. Like the first main puzzle is to do with getting an egg into a minecart. This area has lots of devices to interact with, but without the egg it's pointless. I found where the eggs are, used the device in front of it but didn't do anything. Turns out there is a device just to the right of the other device. I feel like it could have stood out just a little bit more. The actual puzzles aren't too bad, it's stuff you've seen in other games. For some reason my brain goes to Saw the video game. There is sliding block puzzles, pushing a cart, or that one where you have to move a gear but moving one moves a different gear as well. My monkey brain enjoys these. Like when I play the OG Resi 4, I can nail that sliding puzzle you have to do with Ashley, but it's not something I get excited about. I do them, then I forget about them. If they didn't really add to the experience, it felt like they were just there for you to do something. Kinda like the combat. It's clunky and deliberate by design. Every attack you make is slow. The crosshair feels like it's telling you the general directions your attacks will go, not exactly where. The ammo is very limited. You reload at the pace of a snail. It's a sick animation where you pull the gun apart and put the bullets in one by one. I do like these aspects of the combat. It feels very survival horror, but the combat isn't there for this to be super enjoyable. Enemies feel like obstacles, not challenges. They do a massive amount of damage, they only have one attack pattern each. It's really easy to get out of the way. The game must know this, so they always spawn multiple enemies at once. If you run out of ammo you have to use the drill. It sucks ass. It doesn't do a lot of damage, the range is piddling, and it doesn't reload if you are aiming it, so I'd awkwardly have to lower it and raise it during combat. Scorn succeeds at what it's trying to do. The problem is, what it is trying to do isn't always enjoyable to participate in. It's meaningful in putting you in the protagonist's shoes, but it will turn off a lot of people. Progressing feels like it's earned through suffering, not mastery. The game is basically long stretches of slow exploration, short combat encounters, and simple puzzles. There is very little feedback for progress. I would see a thing move and go, okay, now what? You don't really have a goal to work towards. I never understood why I was doing anything. It was always, I can interact with this, so I guess I will. I feel like this is where a lot of people bounce off the game. They might also bounce off the story. This game might be about birth, decay, suffering. It could also be about none of that. There are no answers. I can't say I was satisfied when the credits rolled. I saw the end and just went, okay. I feel like it would have been nice if my guy made it to the portal. But then again, I didn't know what the portal was. A simple explanation of the plot is my guy wakes up, has a horrible time, and becomes a flesh blob. I enjoyed the story, but I wouldn't have minded an answer. Not even answers, just one. Like, I think I killed the source of the flesh, but who knows, it was just in my way. By the time it ended, I felt like I survived Scorn more than I played it. Ultimately, I enjoyed my time with Scorn, I just didn't love it. It's worth playing for the atmosphere and visuals alone. If you're looking for more than that, you might be disappointed. Time to rank it. I'm feeling number 44. The vibe and ambition alone puts it above Journey to the Savage Planet, but I don't think I could put it above SpongeBob because I think I would rather replay that than Scorn if I had to. Wow, I'm really comparing Scorn to SpongeBob. What have I done with this list?